Well, I took a hike up the Wasatch last week. Get a peek at life on the other side. You know, it seems most people still can't seem to make much sense of our president-elect. It feels as though he's already served his 4 years and it's time for him to move on, isn't it? Man, I can't take much more of this. He's got the whole country in a Twitter. I think what might really be the case is that Trump actually did not get elected. It's all fake news. Hillary runs a children's sex ring in the basement of a pizza shop in Washington. Trump gets elected. People just make this shit up, you know? I don't believe it. But you know, there are some silver linings in all of this. Trump said he will continue as executive producer of Celebrity Apprentice. Could be worse. At least he's not senior producer of Saturday Night Live. Alec Baldwin would be dead. Another good thing that occurs to me is easy fundraising for the church. All I have to do is alert Trump that the First Unitarian Church is considering locating or relocating to Mexico. 8 jobs would be lost, plus some jazz musicians who are already transitioning into a mariachi band. That's good. Given the formula of money spent to keep jobs here, this church could make an easy $100,000. I'll take it. I'll take it. But I tell you what really mystifies me completely is the alt-right and the concept, their crazy concept of white supremacy as a Christian value. Are they kidding? Jesus, first of all, Jesus was dark complexion and homeless. Buddha was a person of color. So was Muhammad. I mean, let's face it, the only white guy was Joseph Smith. And white supremacists don't do Mormons, let me tell you. One of life's great puzzles. Now, if any good can come about in this new administration, I hope it's corralling the pharmaceutical companies. Their prices for prescription medicines are out of control. And this has really hit home for older couples who face soaring prices for Viagra and Cialis. Insurance companies won't touch it. One Viagra pill, of course, nobody here knows this. One Viagra pill costs $50, and the new female Viagra regimen costs $800 a month, forcing couples to give up sex because they can't afford the cost. Might Santa leave some Viagra in the stocking this Christmas? When I got to the top of the Wasatch, I had a beautiful view all the way to Doonbeg, Ireland, right there on the Irish west coast. This is where Donald Trump bought a golf course 2 years ago, which he wants to protect with a seawall extending 1.7 miles. But the good people of County Clare stopped Donald Trump cold. The wall would endanger the lives of snails who have made the shoreline their home. The snail measures 2 millimeters long, but big enough to stop Donald Trump in his tracks. The snail, called Vertigo augustio, the name by which it prefers to be called, it's protected by the European Union, and don't forget, Ireland never did exit. The kicker is that Trump's representatives, including his son Eric, argued that they needed the wall because of a threat of rising seawater caused by climate change. So the man who claims climate change is a hoax seems a little more agnostic when it comes to protecting his investments. Trump, who felt confident somehow, some way, that Mexico would pay for the seawall, was really, he was just shot down in his tracks thanks to the friends of the Irish environment, the Irish Green Party residents, and of course the snails themselves, who would have lost the sand dunes in which they love to frolic. And I thought, if only Hillary had carried a small snail in her pantsuit pocket as a good luck charm, we'd still be able to recognize our country. When I returned to the Valley, I promised myself that I would never eat snails at French restaurants ever again. I developed a new respect for the tiny creatures of our planet, and I gave a silent prayer of thanks that we have neither a Donald Trump golf course, nor Trump towers, nor anything with his name on it. In fact, we live in a Trump-free state, which goes to show once again that Utah is the one place you have to leave in order to discover just how much you really love it. The offering will now gratefully be received, and a reminder that all of your generosity goes strictly to these wonderful musicians. Thank you so much.